after May 20th for you to defend the title one last time before you move up to 140. Just curious. Maybe we'll see. Obviously, you got to hit that scale, but just to be clear, would you accept any sort of rehydration clause if Tank were to win Saturday night?
Yeah, no, I said this before. I said it again. I never do a rehydration clause. Well, not at this where I'm at in my career. Right now, I'm the champion. You got what all hard work. So it's no point for me to do a rehydration clause, especially when you be the champion. And everybody knows how hard it is for me to make 135. Tank said I was a middleweight. Loma said I'm a heavyweight. So we know what it is.
Do you see any scenario where you would ask them? All right. So, first of all, I got to ask you what rounds I put my money on.
I don't know. I'm just waiting to see how everything unfolds.
Is that right? So now that you got Tank is now pretty much the face, becoming the face of boxing.
He is the face.
Well, he's the face.
Letting the world know this is where they're going at.
And his style, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like, it's a very hard style to beat because he could box, he could brawl, he could do all of that. You know what I'm saying? When he says to Ryan, all you got is that left hook, you know what I'm saying? He's not counting on that, is he?
No, I wouldn't say he's counting that, but that's his strength. So my job is to take that strength away from him. You use another strength.
Which is? Yeah.
We had to see. He said he got more than that, He says that maybe that's all he needs is that hook. Let's see.
So in terms of Tank's endurance, what type of strategies did you do this time?
Nothing. We didn't change anything, add anything. We just work up to this level of this night when we get there. We ain't do nothing. Because what we've been doing has been working. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right.
In terms of like social media now is kind of like it's pretty much changing boxing.
Yeah, it's making we seeing social media guys coming into boxing, making a living off it. So it's definitely changing it.
Like Facebook got like billions of people on it every day, and I don't even think anybody tapped into that market.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I know the Saudis got all that money over there. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of like bringing boxing back home, because when I see Tank, I see someone who's like bringing boxing here in the States. You know what I mean?
That's the whole idea.
And they got so many different platforms. Is like social media is a type of platform that y'all would want to like kind of like add to y'all's
Everything is based on money. If the money right, the deal right. That's what I say. If the fight right, the money got to be right.
Right. And so you've been working with Tank since he was knee high. You know what I mean? What other fighters in your camp that grew up with Tank?
Right now we got 4 ones on the card. We got Jaleel Hackett, Catino Allen, Lorenzo Simpson, and my name for all 4 of them. Yeah, and we had Mel Ellis, but we took her off the card. Because that's too many of them.
Have you worked with any heavyweights?
I had one heavyweight, missed him. I don't let him know that. That's my first time saying that. That was Cash. His name is Cassius Chainer. And then we got another heavyweight. It's Kobe Madison. Kobe's still with us. You know, he's still working with one of my coaches and whatnot. You know,
Right.
Cassius has a lot of potential.
In terms of like, what do you do like when you can't control what goes on social media as a trainer? You know what I mean? Like, I think they was offering the purses. You know what I mean?
Real.
Oh, that was real.
Yeah, he was serious. He was dead serious. Ron serious. We want him to feel it.
Because
If you really believe, you really ain't. See, a lot of the fighters call jokers out because they know that there's real money here.
right,
They know it. Okay, if you really want to fight him, put it up.
right.
Now, do you really want to fight him?
But it's been done on social media, so it's kind of like if Tank knocks him out, they're gonna be expecting that purse from Ryan. Just like what happened. You know what happened when Ryan made that bet.
Again, I mean, he said bet.
Yeah, he did.
He said bet.
He did.
Didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
That's like a verbal contract.
That's a contract.
itself.
Yeah.
He said bet, and Tank said bet.
Right.
So it's real.
Right.
It's real.
All right. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get a few words with the man. You know, you the man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And in my opinion, you probably one of the best trainers of this decade. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to be something. You know, I got my partner. See my partner Kenny Ellis.
Yeah.
He's with me. He been with. I call him the Bible. Everybody think it's all me, but it's both of us putting our heads together. You know, and he always had my back. He always like that. Always there with me. You know, so I don't take all the responsibilities because I have a great staff. You know, and my staff is over there. Ross, strength trainer, day one. Kenny, day one. Only new person we brought on was Curtis. Curtis is the only one we brought in new. He's the person that Tank got with. He takes care of, I'd say he takes care of the analytical things.
Right.
He keeps the boats screwed tight. So he makes sure nothing don't loose up.
So, in terms of living out here, have you thought about buying a home out here?
You better see, my life is changing.
Because
it's based on what he said. He said, "Yo, we open up shop out here. That's where I'm at."
yeah, because this is like it's becoming the Bible of boxing, kind of like.
It's nice out here. I can't deny that. You know, it's real nice.
That's real talk. How can the fans get a hold of you? I mean, I know
I'm on all social media platforms. Coach Calvin Ford.
All right. Real talk. All right. Real thoughts on the fight, man. Who you got, man? Well, I don't want to ask you who you got, because you probably know both the kids.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I think it's a toss-up to me because well, we know what Davis does. We know what Tank does.
Right.
We know what he capable of.
Since you've been in the Mayweather's gym, did you ever see them spar, or did you ever see or heard about them getting it in?
Who?
Between either Devin Haney or Tank or any of them?
I saw Devin Haney and Tank when this fight. I was there.
You was there?
Yeah. And it was, I say even.
Even. And then Ryan been in the gym too.
But I never.
But you never saw him.
I saw Devin box.
Because Rolly and Ryan, didn't they go at it?
I think they, but I wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
Okay. I never saw. I saw him Ryan boxing one gym, one fight, which when Josh Taylor knocked him down, they got him whooped his ass.
Right.
Like I said, so I think the fight could go either way. Ryan is gonna have to fight a perfect fight, which is stick and move, jab, can't let Tank walk catch him. If Tank walks him down and catches him, it's over.
Yeah, and that kind of fits into Tank's narrative that you're gonna be able to box and do all that, but you're gonna make that mistake.
He's gonna have to do it
for 12 rounds, right?
He's gonna have to fight a perfect fight, basically for 12 rounds. That's
Right.
the only way you win, I think. But that's what I think.
So in terms of like the heavyweights, we got the thing that's going on in Saudi Arabia with I think it's Joshua and Wilder and I think Usyk and Fury's supposed to get it in.
Wilder will knock Joshua out cold.
What round? I put my money on it.
But that's what I think. Wilder will knock Joshua out cold.
Right.
I used to be high on Joshua. He's really disappointed in me.
That's real talk. Real talk. All right, man. Okay. I want to ask you about. Kind of hinted on it about the heavyweights, about the tournament over there with Fury and Usyk. Is that gonna? You think that's gonna happen?
Look, the first I heard about it was earlier today. Look, they've got a lot of money over there. But they've talked about a lot of things, not always come to fruition. There's a lot of obstacles in the way, but certainly if they want to make it happen, I'd say more power to them. It'd be a good thing for the sport.
And one more question before I let you go. In terms of like the scoring, it's kind of like it's outdated. You know what I mean? We have social media now, and social media is like becoming huge now. Like you got like a couple billion people on Facebook. Have you thought about tapping into that market with Facebook? Because it's a lot of people that's online that get flagged for the streaming, you know what I mean? And I think that if it was a market for them, like, Facebook, you have of course it has a channel and, you have a live, video on Facebook,
right.
You know what I mean? I mean, that could be lucrative, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if it was like $10
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there are some problems with sort of fan scoring. I mean, it's susceptible to manipulation, in popularity contests.
Right.
And, in an ideal world, I mean, the thing that fans respond to may not be sort of, the same things that we want to reward in the sport. So I think it's an interesting idea, and I think the concept is good. I'm not so sure about the scoring aspect of it.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, yeah, the scoring. I mean, not in terms of like scoring. I'm talking about in terms of hosting a live event.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, whether it's they're still, they've done some experimenting. YouTube's done some experimenting with pay-per-view opportunities. I think there's a lot of untapped potential out there.
When you spoke to Fury, have you spoken to him? Have you spoken to Fury?
Not in years.
You haven't spoken to him in years?
Yeah.
Okay, so you wouldn't mind having to sit down and talk with his people?
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, we had a good experience. The last fight we did with him was the first Wilder Fury, and that event was a great event.
All right, it's all good. Thank you.
All right, you got it.
All right.
Great, thanks.
How you feel about the fights that's coming up between the heavyweights? That potentially, that's going to be made with Tyson Fury and Usyk.
Tyson Fury Usyk is not going to happen.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think Tyson want that belt? All the niggas that want them three
He
belts?
wants all the money. He don't want to share in the money. From what from hearing, no. Usyk is going to have to fight Daniel Dubois, I believe, with his mandatory. So that fight is almost made.
All right. So now that the arrival of social media has popped on, like in terms of like Facebook got billions of people now, and it's like it's a huge market between TikTok and a lot of reason why these fights nowadays they're not doing the million sales like they were because people are streaming.
Right.
How do you feel about boxers going over there and sending their business over there?
Well, look, man. Boxing is boxing, and people love boxing, but sometimes, people think prices are too high, and so they go to streaming services, and where it's cheaper, or they do it illegally.
Yeah. Yeah, because fights supposed to be doing like $1 million, and then they do 500,000, and it's like, where'd all that money go?
Look, man, I mean, it's crazy. It is what it is. You go always have people that want to take a shortcut.
That's right.
And so, what can you do about it? I mean, I'm sure all of the networks are trying to do what they can to block people from doing it illegally. But it is what it is. But the real boxing fans pay for it.
That's real talk. And in terms of like the judging, I know it's old school, the way that they've been doing it.
Right.
But I think nowadays, especially with in reality, the new AI, that probably could do things probably a lot better. You know what I mean? In terms, because there's a lot of fighters out there that if you get the bad judgment or whatever, it could really cost you your career.
Oh,
on that
man,
level.
and I think in this day and age, right? Man, I've seen some good judging, and I've seen some bad judging, and I don't understand it.
Right.
Because judges aren't supposed to be partial to either fighter.
Right.
They're supposed to judge what they see, not what they think. If this guy's the favorite of blah, 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 or I like this guy, and I don't like that guy. You shouldn't have a feeling about either guy. Your mind should concentrate on what each guy is doing in the ring. If this guy's doing more than the other guy, he's landing more. His punches count. The punches that count, he's landing more. That's the guy that should be getting that round or whatever.
Do you think that it could be from their viewing angle? Because you've been at ringside a million times, and you're looking up like that,
Right.
and from their perspective.
No, look, I think it's been like that forever. And I've never heard a judge complain I couldn't see. I've never heard that. So, but normally you have a good view.
Right.
From what a judge
You should be able to see me get his ass kicked.
Exactly. And I've seen some bad judges. I have. But I think the guys today, though, really and truly, I think the guys today are a lot better because I really think they take time. I don't know this for sure, but I do think judges now try to take time to go watch video of the styles of each guy to see what these guys are doing, and they're looking for that. And I really think they're more up to date because way back in the day they didn't have social media, they didn't have YouTube, they didn't have all of this stuff. They wouldn't have accessibility to a lot of stuff.
Right.
But today they do, and I think a good judge looks at every fighter who they feel they're going to judge.
That's real talk. Now I gotta ask you one more question. I know you don't look at other fighters or whatever, but the Spence and the Bud fight.
Spence and who?
The Spence and Bud.
Oh, Spence and Bud. I love that fight.
You know that
I
fight?
do. I love that fight. If it happens, the thing is, look, both guys are really good fighters. And it's hard for me right now to just say Errol's going to win or Bud is going to win.
Right.
That's a fight I think I would really, just with the knowledge that I have now of both guys, I can't pick a winner.
Right.
Because both guys are just that good. I think I would have to really watch different tapes of both guys and then break it down that way instead of just relying on what I know here to say, sometimes, that's not enough. Sometimes you have to really study both guys and see what they do good and see what they don't do so good and see what I think the other guy can capitalize off of, to try to pick a winner in that fight.
In terms of like Bud and Spence is, I think if it was an advantage, I think Spence is kind of bigger in terms of he probably should be fighting at 154.
Yeah, well,
maybe 160.
Spence is definitely a bigger fighter.
Right.
No ifs, ands, or buts. Does he have trouble making that weight? Of course he does. Of course he does. Bud, not so much, but still, Bud had the skills that it takes to even beat a bigger fighter.
Right, and intelligence.
And Errol too.
Yeah, they both. That's why it's a hell of a fight.
And that's why I say it's a hell of a fight. It's a 50-50 fight. And, and I think if you talk, 9 out of 10 people will tell you, I don't know.
That's real talk. Thanks a lot, man.
All right, man.
Cuba. But boy, he's made Minneapolis now his home. And he's taking on, David Morrell. Unbeaten. 8-0. 7 of his victories have come by knockout. And he's taking on Yamaguchi Falcao. 24-1. He's got 10 knockouts. David, we'll start with you, man. First of all, I guess just your thoughts on fighting here, because you look at it, I think 5 of your last 8 fights have basically been in Minneapolis. Now you're here in Las Vegas. It's on this platform, Showtime pay-per-view, national audience. Give me your thoughts on fighting on such a big card.
También, esta es una oportunidad. 5 de tus 8 peleas fueron en Minneapolis. Y ahora estás acá en Las Vegas, en esto estirar. ¿Qué sentís en este momento?
It's crazy, man. You know, I'm so excited like for opportunity things. With the Junior, the Senior, him, my team, everybody for coming. It's a big opportunity for me, man. You know, it's a big opportunity for the next fight. You know, big name, big opponent. Like I'm so excited. Like I think it's a treat for like this fight, like the big name.
Yamaguchi, listen, you took this fight, and I give you major props, on short notice against a guy who has basically stopped everybody he's fought. Tell the people why you wanted this opportunity against David Morrell and taking it on short notice.
Yamaguchi, estoy tan orgulloso de cómo aceptaste esta pelea con tan poco tiempo. Contar a la gente por qué vos podés ser el que le hago la fiesta a Morrell y el que termine con el brazo alzado esta sábado por la noche.
Primeiramente, quero agradecer a oportunidade e a cartão. A mim me gusta de desafio, a mim me gusta de estar em uma boa cartelera, estar mostrando ao público e eu estou nisso, ready para ser o que mais me gusta de fazer no boxeo.
First of all, allow me to thank everybody for giving me this opportunity. I'm really thankful, and I'm all about taking on the best challenges, the biggest ones. I love boxing, I love being out there, and I believe in myself fully to be able to realize what I want to do on Saturday night.
David, you said this is a big opportunity for you. We just saw David Benavidez get a victory. You're one of the names he even mentioned going forward. So, considering that you stopped, like your last 5 opponents, do we see another stoppage on Saturday night? And is that a message to David Benavidez in that 168-pound division?
David, vos viste como David Benavidez peleó contra Plant, medio como que no te mencionó. Vos por tu parte noqueaste a 5 de tus 6 oponentes. ¿Pensás que este sábado va a ser el 6º knockout? Y también pensás que ese knockout va a ser el mensaje que necesitas mandarle a Benavidez para que quiera pelear con vos?
Yeah, of course, man, 100%. And I say him one listen. Yeah, I'm ready. No, I'm ready. I'm telling everybody every time I'm ready for everybody 168. So I'm here. I'm ready to ball up, man. Well, I don't know. I got everything. I'm ready. I'm focused. I'm ready. I feel bad. I feel good. I'm ready, man. That's it.
Yamaguchi, what is the boxing public going to find out about you Saturday night that they didn't know when you stepped into the ring with David Morrell?
¿Qué descubrirá el público, los amantes del boxeo, cuando te vean el sábado por la noche que no sabían antes sobre Yamaguchi Falcao?
Isso é o que passa com o boxeo, pero Yamaguchi é uma medalha olímpica, Yamaguchi é um homem que gusta de desafio e acá estou em uma cartelera bueníssima, uma das melhores do mundo Y estoy para hacer mi historia, estoy para escribir mi nombre en boxeo profesional.
People should know that Yamaguchi is an Olympic medalist. People should know that Yamaguchi is very talented, and they should also know that I'm here to make history, to shock the world, and to leave my imprint in Vegas on Saturday night to let the world know that I have arrived.
And as to Yamaguchi, I read in the boxing scene, it said, I will knock out David Morrell. Still like that?
Dijiste anteriormente, lo voy a noquear a Morrell. ¿Todavía seguís firme con eso?
Yes. Acá estoy para hacer un buen trabajo. Me gusta mucho de boxeo de Cuba, no entendí mucho en Cuba, pero sábado la noche es de Yamaguchi, The Problem.
Absolutely, I stand by it. Don't get me wrong, I love Cuban boxing. I've spent time there, and the people are absolutely wonderful. But Saturday night, it's going to be Yamaguchi The Problems night.
Love it. David, I give you the final word. A man said he's taking you out, you're suffering your first loss on Saturday night. What's your response?
Bueno, la última palabra, me dice que te van a noquear. ¿Por qué decís?
This opinion they have, man, I respect the opinion they have. I mean, it's not easy. Like the amateur fight is different, the pro fight, but my name is David Morrell Jr. Okay. Second, look at my last fight. Like everybody my last opponent, everybody talking like everybody talking shit to me, like knock out me, like the winning me, everything. Like look, everybody knows everybody knock out. Like you're next. 100%. Promise you.
That is the co-main that comes your way on Showtime pay-per-view, folks. 3 fantastic fights that kick off the broadcast. Guys, let's get a face-off here, and we're going to start with the first fight of the night. So, fast, powerful, calls himself the King. King Ryan Garcia.
What an honor to be here. This is a dream come true. See my face on the big screens at MGM. This is what I dreamed of since I was a little boy. And now I'm here, so I'm very happy. I'm very excited. I don't have much to say really, nothing really in my mind, other than staying focused, preparing for today. I know that there's a big task at hand, but I know I'm gonna come out victorious. Thank you, Jesus Christ, for all that He's done for me in my life. That's all I really say. And I'm ready to do what I do. Like you said, we do what we do. I'm ready to do what I do. I'm the end, I promise that. It's over.
Come to the podium. Young man, world champion. Again, one of the most vicious punchers in the sport. He reps Baltimore. He is Gervonta Tank Davis.
I just want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank Steve Aspen for Showtime, Al Heyman, and Floyd Mayweather, and we here. Enough with the talking. I'm ready to get down and dirty, baby. I'm from Baltimore City. You'll see how we carry it come Saturday. So see y'all then.
Team, let's talk about it. Calvin, we'll start with the trainers. Calvin Ford, tell the people, in your opinion, why Gervonta Tank Davis is going to win this fight Saturday.
I'm telling y'all, he say he's the king. That's vicious. I ain't never seen the king hold his kingdom down. You got the vicious truth on people. We talking to people. Then I say we vicious. wings his box. We doing this. On Saturday night, he prepared. He prepared. I got my man King Youngster at the bottom. He's on it. He prepared for Saturday night. Fully to the message. Not just you, the rest of us. Stop playing with my youngin. Stop playing with my youngin.
Joe Bruce, same question to you. Tell us why King Ryan Garcia is going to win Saturday night.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to divulge what we're going to do with the ring. But what we've been working on in the gym, Ryan has perfected a game plan, an alternative game plan, need be. And look, he's just an incredible fighter. That's all I can say. One of the best I've ever trained ever. And I think his best is yet to come. And I think Saturday night, he's going to prove that. I told him, I said, Saturday night, you're going to change the face of boxing. I believe it, and he believes it, and our whole team believes it. And his fans believe it. And pretty soon, everyone will understand what I'm saying. Thank you.
Guys, thank you. If you can move your mic closer to you. Let's get the first thing out of the way that kind of went viral. I guess you guys were on Twitch the other day. You guys made a bet that basically the winner takes all. Now I know you guys both have worked extremely hard for this fight. And the last thing a fighter wants to do is give his purse away. So was that just hyperbole, hyping the fight, or is that real?
I'm trying to make it official. Definitely trying to make it official. His advisor called and, you know, man, thinking that we don't make that happen, we're scared. You know what I mean? So, I guess it ain't.
Ryan, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, same thing. I mean, I'm a man of my word. I said it, and I was ready to do it, and I told everybody, let's just get it done. Whatever you want, let's go. I'm already ready to, I know I'm gonna win, so might as well take everything from him. But again, I just feel like I wouldn't do it to him anyways, even when I knock him out. I'm not gonna take the money from him.
Tank, listen. He's confident, he should be. And he's confident that he's going to stop him. You haven't lost, you certainly haven't touched the canvas. Your thoughts on Ryan Garcia saying that he's going to take you out?
It's illusion. That's it. Get the money up.
You also said, this is the fight where I'm going to prove to the people I am what I say I am. What does that mean? And what is that?
You're going to feel me. Sure. It's going to feel me. It's going to feel me.
And if Ryan's going to feel you, well, what does that mean when you say, I am what I say I am? What do you mean by that?
I know what I say I am. I'm that guy. I'm that guy. I ain't get all this way here from nothing. I put the work in. You know what I mean? I got them guys out of there. So, yeah, see it on Saturday night. For sure.
Ryan, watching All Access, there was a quote where Tank said, you guys are calling Ryan Garcia a star. I don't know if he's a star in the ring, he's a star on social media. What does Tank want to find out on Saturday night?
Exactly why I'm here. I'm gonna get to this position without having something special. Anybody with the clear mind can see that. I guess, again, you just have to wait and see when I'm in there why I'm so special. He can't see it, but he'll see it once he's in there. You're laughing, but I'm dead serious. It's gonna happen, it's gonna be over quick. So quick. Look at you. What? Speak a little louder, I can't hear you.
See, keep relying on that one punch.
That's all it's gonna take. I just need a seam shot. Just one. I just need this one. Trust me. Left
Okay, I only need one too.
Okay, that's fine. All right, then we both got it.
Come on, bro.
I can't hear you.
When I touch that jaw, I'm telling you, you're going to sleep.
When I touch anything, when you're going to sleep.
When I touch
anything,
you're going to sleep. I'll probably break your jaw. Fast.
I feel like I'm gonna break your jaw with the hook. I just seen you on the floor with a broken jaw.
Go ahead to tip. Go ahead to tip. Don't go ahead to jaw.
Say what?
I'm gonna break your jaw. I promise you. And don't even bring your mother or your daughter. Don't bring them.
Well, you're gonna see them.
Don't bring them. Don't bring them. Tell me. Don't bring them.
I remember when we were in LA. Tank got up here and said, all I'm gonna say to you is I'm gonna take you to deep water and drown you. What's your response to that?
I mean, we're talking about, I want to punish him. This man's never punished anybody in his life, man. This man's always losing. You don't punish nobody. So get that out of your delusional mind, bro. You're not gonna punish me in no way, no chance. You're gonna get punished. You got the lowest punch output in boxing right now. You understand that you're not punishing nobody.
I'm the most accurate too.
That's fine. You're not punishing
the most
nobody.
accurate too.
You're not punishing nobody though.
I'm the most accurate.
Get that out of your mind. You walked into the wrong guy right here. The things you got away with before, they're catching up to you. This is the moment where everything catches up to you in every way. Trust me. Trust me. Saturday night. Saturday, everything. Your whole career's gonna come to a halt. Not finished. You'll be able to come back a good man. But trust me, everything comes to a halt on Saturday night. Finish. You're gonna learn the hard way. You don't see it. You're gonna learn the hard way. The hard way is coming to you real quick. And it's gonna be a blink of an eye. You're finished, and you're gonna have a lot to think about. Trust me.
Make sure you've been practicing on keeping your hands up. Do that.
Oh, you haven't watched your tape, brother.
No,
You haven't watched your tape. You talking about hands up. You don't know about your defense. Trust me, man. Gamboa had you bruised up. Can you look at the truth for once? What? You are really delusional, man.
Javante, this is probably the first time you faced a guy who has been extreme. Don't get me wrong. You face guys who felt like they don't have to beat Tank. But this is a guy who seems like, A, believes it, speaking it, and wants to show it. I think you kind of...
He don't have the fundamentals at all. If Joe Goosen was so much of a great trainer, fix his fundamentals. This guy don't have no fundamental at all. All he's relying on is a weak ass hook. That's it. That's all he relying on is a hook. That's all. That's all he relying on is a hook. No defense, no nothing, no footwork, no head movement. He don't have no head movement, no nothing. He don't have nothing. Talking about he's a man. Get him out of here.
Let me ask you both this. What does this moment mean to you? Las Vegas, pay-per-view, and what should be the biggest fight of the year. What does this mean to you, Ryan, and you think to the sport?
Biggest moment is sports right now. So, obviously means a lot. The magnitude of this fight is huge. Everything's on the line. Like I was saying, everything's already on the line. I'm in it already, so I'm just ready to go as deep as I have to. That's it. This moment is everything to me. I've been envisioning this for so many years, and it's finally here, so words can't really describe how much it means to me, but it means a lot.
Yeah, we've been knowing what's going on through camp too.
You know what's funny about this guy? He's talking about, I got spies, I got this, but every time he talks, he ain't shit of a fighter, but he's doing everything you can to figure it out. That makes no sense, man. This nigga said all the Judases in my gym, all that, it's not gonna stop what's gonna happen. It's so sad. All his silly attempts. I need a rehydration club. I need a 1 in 36. I need this, I need one. You need everything for a non-complete fighter. Why is that? Why do you need everything for a non-complete fighter? You are literally putting your foot in your mouth. You're so sad. You are so delusional, bro. Stop lying to the people. Obviously, I got something special and you see it. You're trying everything to stop it. I'm sorry, man. You can say them all. You want to watch me train tonight? You can. You want to see it? Come watch. It's not going to stop that. What's going to happen? You want to come there? You can pay all the people to spy the campaign.
I know what you're doing.
You know what
I know exactly what you're doing. Trust me. And the mold is in your camera.
Man, I trust you, man. You're gonna love me after this. You
We'll
want to be part of my team, man. I want to be part of my team, man.
We'll give you all the final word. We'll start with you, Ryan Garcia. For the hundreds of thousands or the million of people that's going to buy this pay-per-view, you got a sold-out T-Mobile arena that have come to see this super fight. Tell these folks, final word, what they're going to get come Saturday night.
Last one.
What do you say?
National.
I'm gonna leave it at that. All right. Gotta deal with the summer.
Final word. Tell the
It's too funny to say something.
Tell them what they're going to get Saturday night.
Oh man, excited fight, man. I'm excited to be here. It's gonna be great, man. We got two guys that's, well, I don't know about him, but I'm covering some stuff for sure.
It's a special start time. 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific time. Showtime pay-per-view from T-Mobile Arena here in the fight capital of the world. Gervonta Tank Davis.
Yeah. You got your boy, hey Blue, what you got on the fight, man? And why?
Tank 11 rounds.
And why? Why?
Inexperience on the part of Ryan Garcia. I still think that Ryan Garcia got a chance. Ryan Garcia got the talent. He just lacked the experience. He makes mistakes in key moments where Tank has the ability to slow the fight down. He has the ability to make adjustments, and he'll see those little key mistakes, habits, and Ryan consistently displays those bad habits. You may not see it right away, but as time goes on, as the fight goes on, Tank is calculating those bad habits. And then at the right moment, like he did with Leo Santa Cruz, he'll capitalize on those bad habits. It's not to discredit or discount Ryan, but Ryan got talent. It's just, he just haven't been here. You know what I'm saying? To see Ryan has never fought for a world title, never won a world title. Got the talent, hand speed, power, like the foot speed, and he's overconfident in his power. And so when the moment gets big, you know what I'm saying? I know Ryan has a huge social media following. He's used to the spotlight, but in this moment, right, when the crowd is big and you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be like nothing that Tank has fought on the second biggest fight in boxing history. Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor did 4.4 million pay-per-view buys. It generated $400 million plus. Tank was the co-main event, so he knows, and he missed weight on that card. But Tank knows what it's like to be there. He knows what to expect. Ryan don't. And when you make that slight little subtle mistakes, I think Tank capitalized on that.
He broke that down. That's what I'm talking about. What you got, Busy?
This is like the Warriors and Kings, you understand me? The Warriors got the wisdom and the knowledge and the experience. Sacramento Kings ain't never been there before, you understand me? You know they up 2 or they lost tonight. 2-1. You understand me? Hey, Tank will prevail.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I like Ryan. Hey, look, I like Ryan. Speed, he can crack. But I feel like whoever got this right here, that tougher chin,
All right, we got Brother Lalo in the building.
Man, you already know who I'm rocking with, man. I'm rocking with, all due respect, I respect everybody's opinion, but, I'm rocking with Ryan Garcia.
And why?
Why? I see a lot of bad habits on Tank. Tank fought a lot of small fighters. He never fought
Barrio's small.
Besides Barrio's the paper champion.
Small.
Rolly didn't experience.
Excuses.
No, it's all good. hey. More of the fact, I've seen a lot of, mistakes against the Barrios fight. That's one. He drops that hand down, that right hand. I think if Ryan capitalized, at that moment, he got the speed, the power, and we never seen Tank, hurt. So we don't know what he's about yet. Shit, it's gonna be a hell of a fight.
Hey, you think,
but
Ryan
I'm rocking with
Pitbull?
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right, we got my boy Leon, Las Vegas in that motherfucking building. He don't want to take a pic, but who you got?
I definitely. I gotta rock with your boy Tank, man. Say that first off, because we got the same braids, man. You got the same style, man. No, but all jokes aside, bro, I gotta rock with Tank mainly, like they said, because of the chin. I mean, we haven't seen Ryan test it with those kind of punches yet. But at the same time, I do want to see them exchange on the inside, and if Tank is willing to exchange with Ryan, it could be an interesting fight. So let's see when the best man win.
That's real talk, real talk. We got a little busy right here. What's going on, man? Who you got?
I got Tank, man. You know what's going on.
Only Ryan Garcia.
That's real talk.
Okay, so hey, real boxing fan, man, who you got?
Man, I gotta go with Tank, man.
All of a sudden.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I thought you gonna put money on Ryan Garcia.
That chin that he got, like my man said.
Didn't he grow up already?
Say it again.
Didn't he grow up in the same hood as Ryan?
Hey, look, I'll just tell you, I like Ryan. And Ryan has a puncher's chance, in my opinion. And I think that. I think that.
What happened?
If you stay focused, and if Ryan box, it could be a better fight.
But I gotta put my money on Ryan. Just nothing.
It's boxing. You gonna bet that circuit or what? Y'all don't let y'all bet here.
I got Station Casino.
Bet Ryan.
Hey, what round you think Ryan's gonna win? Pick a round, man.
I gotta give it some time. I know it's gonna be a war.
Yeah, better.
So
you like
How you feel about the fights that's coming up between the heavyweights? That's potentially, that's going to be made with Tyson Fury and Usyk.
Well, Tyson Fury Usyk is not going to happen.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think Tyson want that belt? All he needs is that one.
He wants all the money. He don't want to share in the money. So, from what I'm from hearing, no. Usyk is going to have to fight Daniel Dubois, I believe, with his mandatory. So that fight is almost made.
All right. So now that the rise of social media has popped on, like in terms of like Facebook got billions of people now, and it's like it's a huge market between TikTok and a lot of reason why these fights nowadays they're not doing the million sales like they were because people are streaming.
Right.
How do you feel about boxers going over there, sending their business over there?
Well, look, man. Boxing is boxing, and people love boxing, but sometimes, people think prices are too high, and so they go to streaming services, and where it's cheaper, or they do it illegally.
Yeah. Yeah, because fights supposed to be doing like $1 million, and then they do 500,000, and it's like, where'd all that money go?
Look, man. I mean, it's crazy. It is what it is. You go always have people that want to take a shortcut.
That's right.
And so, what can you do about it? I mean, I'm sure all of the networks are trying to do what they can to block people from doing it illegally. But it is what it is. But the real boxing fans pay for it.
That's real talk. And in terms of like the judging, I know it's old school, the way that they've been doing it.
Right.
But I think nowadays, especially with in reality, the new AI, that probably could do things probably a lot better. You know what I mean? In terms, because there's a lot of fighters out there that if you get the bad judgment or whatever, it could really cost you your career. Oh,
you know,
man, you know,
and I think, you know, I think, you know, in this day and age, right? You know, man, I've seen some good judging, and I've seen some bad judging, and I don't understand it.
Right.
You know, because judges aren't supposed to be partial to either fighter.
Right.
They're supposed to judge what they see, not what they think. You know, if this guy's the favorite of blah, 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 or I like this guy, or and I don't like that guy. You shouldn't have a feeling about either guy. You should have, your mind should concentrate on what each guy is doing in the ring. You know, if this guy's doing more than the other guy, he's landing more, you know, his punches that count, the punches that count, he's landing more, that's the guy that should be getting that round or whatever.
Do you think that it could be from their viewing angle? Because you've been at ringside a million times, and you're looking up like that,
right?
And from their perspective.
No, look, I think it's been like that forever. Right. You know, and I've never heard a judge complain I couldn't see. You know, I've never heard that. You know, so you know, but normally you have a good view.
Right.
From what a judge.
You should be able to see me get his ass
kicked. Exactly. And you know, I've seen some bad judging. I have. But I think the guys today, though, really and truly, I think the guys today are a lot better because I really think they take time. You know, I don't know this for sure, but I do think judges now try to take time to go watch video of the styles of each guy to see what these guys are doing, and they're looking for that. You know, and I really think they're more up to date because way back in the day, they didn't have social media, they didn't have YouTube, they didn't have all of this stuff. They wouldn't have accessibility to a lot of stuff.
Right.
But today they do. And I think a good judge looks at every fighter who they feel they're going to judge.
That's real talk. Now I got to ask you one more question. I know you don't look at other fighters or whatever, but the Spence and the Bud fight.
Spence and who?
The Spence and Bud.
Oh, Spence and Bud. I love that fight. I do. I love that fight. You know, if it happens, you know. The thing is, look, both guys are really good fighters. You know, and it's hard for me right now to just say Errol's going to win or Bud is going to win.
Right.
You know, I mean, that's a fight I think I would really, you know, just with the knowledge that I have now of both guys, I can't pick a winner.
Right.
Because both guys are just that good. I think I would have to really watch different tapes of both guys and then break it down that way instead of just relying on what I know here to say, yeah, you know, sometimes, you know, that's not enough. Sometimes you have to really study both guys and see what they do good and see what they don't do so good and see what I think the other guy can capitalize off of, you know, to try to pick a winner in that fight.
In terms of like Bud,
Charles, let's begin the Showtime Sports YouTube prelims. Now Nikki and Charles.
So he's not here, but you know, that's his problem. I can only focus on.
I don't know. So for fans that don't know who you are, tell us a little bit about yourself and who Bill Hutchinson is.
Bill Hutchinson is an explosive fighter that's going to defeat Adrian Brunner on June 9th. That's who I am. But the reality is that I did not have a very storied and long amateur career. I very much learned on the job as a professional. That's why the beginning part of my career wasn't as perfect as I would like it to be. But I have not lost in the last 7 years, and I don't plan to lose anytime soon.
And you are a certified attorney, correct?
Yes, sir. I'm an attorney. I'm licensed to practice in Pennsylvania and Florida, and I work across a lot of different market categories as it relates to my business. I'd
outside of the ring.
And this fight with Broner, how did this fight come to fruition?
I chased this fight down. You want the truth? My trainers and my promoters did some work with Don King in the past, and when I seen that Adrian Broner signed with Don King, I immediately got on the phone and I said, "Let's make this fight happen." I wanted this fight because I know that I can win. I know that I'm going to win June 9th, and I chased this down, with a lot of effort.
And how disappointed are you this morning that Adrian didn't show up for his own press conference?
I'm not disappointed. I'm more disappointed for the fans and for the media that he didn't do what he was supposed to do and handle business for you guys, right?
Yeah.
And it's just unfortunate, but it's no sweat off my back. I've done a lot of the interviews earlier where different people were asking me how I would handle his antics in and out of the ring, and the reality is that I'm not going to allow it to get to me whatsoever. I'm a pretty even-keeled guy. I don't get too high, I don't get too low. I really don't care what he does or what he says. The only thing I care about is that he shows up in the ring June 9th.
And last question for me, Adrian Broner is probably going to be the biggest name on your resume. What can fans expect from you come fight night if Adrian does decide to step in that ring?
Well, what they can expect is an entertaining fight first and foremost. I've never been in a boring fight in my life. I'm not going to start now. I'm going to take the action to Adrian. I'm going to be very active. It's going to be an action-packed fight, and I'm going to be looking for the stoppage from the start to the finish of that fight. And it's going to be a great event. Bottom line.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
You think that's a problem? That's a problem?
For me? Yeah. It looked like it's going to be Devin Haney and Shakur coming out here. From the 135 to 140. Just picture me, okay, Rolly lose to this guy at 140, whoever this guy is. They give me a shot at this guy late this year, I clip him. You know they're going to be calling me spring, bring that 39-year-old guy here. Right now, we want him. But right now, of course, they're not going to say anything that can call me out because I'm not worth anything but an ass. You know, there's no reward to this ass. But if the reward comes with having a belt, having Rick, having all the celebrities reposting me and notifying me and stuff like that, get that. So right now, like I say, the promotion thing it's going great, and I'm always in shape. I'm never out of shape. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. And I live a clean life, and I just love boxing, and definitely we're gonna get our shot. We're gonna get our shot. No, I don't know how it's going to come, but it's gonna come, and it's gonna be one of those times where though I will have to retire right after because the performance will be that good. Anything after that will be like, oh damn, you ain't got it no more, bro. Like, you see, you can't put a performance on. You can't come back with a performance like that after that type of performance. It's like 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. That first album he come out, man, that thing was banging. But after that, it was just like, oh, it's alright. It ain't bad, but it ain't as good as. Actually, it was great, but it wasn't super excellent like it was that first album. So
10 million sales. Yeah.
So that's why, right after that, it'll be like, you know, and it's like it'll be a better story because a lot of fighters come up and then come down. I'm coming up and staying up, and I'm never, you know, saying, all right, well, another young lion will come and pick me off and like pass the torch. No, I'm taking the torch and I'm retiring. I'm gone, and that's what that's gonna do.
So how can the fans get a hold of you?
Peterson Anthony 808. Follow me. Foster kids shelter, homelessness. I've been through all three of those put together, back to back, no third. If you need any, if you got any questions or anything about them situations I just mentioned, please inbox me. And I don't care if you white, orange, yellow, purple, or blue. If you went through those situations I just talked about, get at me. I got something to talk to you about.
That's real talk.
Davis versus Ryan Garcia. Break it down. Who you got winning that fight?
Really, I ain't got no comment on that fight. Really, I mean, I like both of them. I like Tank. That's my man Ant's main guy. You know, Ant love Tank. He say Tank gonna win. Me, I'm not really a expert on the boxing in the ring. My man Rob Garcia say Tank gonna win. So I would have to say what they say, that Tank gonna win. But I like the way Ryan has been pushing the fight. I think he's done a better job at marketing and pushing the fight and getting people more interested in it. I think it's going to be a great day for boxing.
And what do you think about all this stipulations that, you know, Gervonta put in the contract, you know, the catch weight, the rehydration clause, all that? Do you think it's fair or do you think it's the A side?
My man Rob said Floyd Mayweather did the same thing, and that's a smart move.
There you go, man.
Rick, I want to ask you, been around a long time. When the last time you seen a big fight like this? What do you compare it to?
Ooh, I guess Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. I was at that fight, the first one. So I guess I would put it in that magnitude.
All right, man. All right.
Hey, how the fans, how they can get a hold of you?
Oh, you can get me at Freeway Ricky Brawls. Go follow me too. I need 1 more 1,000 followers and I'm going to hit 300,000. So go check me out.
Real talk.
I don't really know, but I win my heart and my soul wants a Gervonta to win. But I know that in a fight, anything can happen. And Ryan's got skills. I mean, he's long, he's fast, and so he's definitely an opposition. I mean, he definitely brings something to the game. And so, what I really worry about is everybody's talking about Ryan's left hook. Ryan's left hook. But what is the punch that always gets a southpaw is the right hand. So I don't want Gervonta concentrating on that left hand, left hook, and then all of a sudden that right hand comes.
Oh, he right hand. He be trained against that right hand all his life.
So I don't know, but
and this cat, he's worried about that left hook.
Do you think that that weight thing gonna be a problem for Ryan? Because he had to weigh in today. He had to weigh in again today.
Weighing in again today. So I don't know. I would imagine that it might. But I was just with Joe Bruce, and he was saying that there gonna be no problem. He said he could eat 3 1-ounce steaks or something like that, and still wouldn't go over the weight limit. So, but I do think that if he's used to coming in the ring, if he fighting 140. He's probably coming in the ring at 150 something. So it might be, it's probably gonna be something that he's not used to, So, but I'm going with Gervonta. If I had to, just call one, I'd say I'm going with Gervonta. And thank you, sir. And I just hope that you do what he do.
Okay, so what do you think about the heavyweight situation that's happening? Andrew Ruiz and Tyson Fury.
I ain't really been following the heavyweights, to be honest. You know what I mean? Since Wilder's out the picture and Joshua turned out to be a non-factor. So I'm not really up on what's happening with the heavyweights. What's that, Olsenick or whatever that guy's name is?
Usyk.
Yeah, Usyk. Right. Yeah. And then that big. What's the big Mexican from Los Angeles?
Andrew Ruiz.
Andrew Ruiz with his fast ass hands. Yeah, that's a bad boy.
Not just fast, he can crack.
He can hit hard. So I think that to me,
That's my little big brother.
Yeah.
yeah, I think that if he fight Wilder might be in trouble because I don't know, Wilder don't take a punch that good.
Yeah.
He don't take a punch that good, and not only from Fury, but even I just noticed other fights he had. When he fought the big Cuban, he didn't take a punch that good, and he won the fight. So and then Ruiz is so damn fast. Plus he hit hard, and he's aggressive and mean, And so I don't know. They talk about him, Wilder having that fight, and I'm worried for him about that.
It's real tough.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's cool, but Tank, who can rehydrate bigger? I think it's gonna affect Ryan more than it's gonna affect Tank. I definitely think it's gonna affect him more.
You feel like it's gonna affect him in the later rounds?
Later on, that's what I'm saying. 6 to 9. I feel like 6 to 9. He gonna stop at 6 to 9. Yeah, because I mean, like Tank gonna get hit. He gonna start slow. He gonna down low. He gonna down low what he gotta do and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like I feel like he gonna go ahead and make his adjustments, and could Ryan take what Tank gonna give him? I feel like Tank could take what Ryan could give him, but like could Ryan take what Tank will give him? I don't know, but I just don't think so. Like I said, for me, 6 to 9 round. I could be wrong, but I think 6 to 9 round.
How you feel that Devin and Lomachenko fight to play?
That's a good fight too. But I got Devin. He's younger, I think, and Devin like hungry. He's real hungry and stuff like that. He got a lot to prove, but Loma, it depends how much he got in him. So, but I lean more towards Devin.
T.O.'s at 140. He's fighting Josh Taylor. Right. You wanted to fight T.O. What you think about that fight against Devin?
I lean more towards Josh Taylor. I mean, T.O. seemed kind of mentally weak, but we'll see. I think it might be a good fight. We'll see.
Who's going to win that fight?
For sure. I want to, for sure. I want to win this fight, whatever.
You're a free agent.
Free agent.
You're going to sign, you're going to remain a free agent. You're a champ, so you really got to fight you.
I'm a free agent right now. Like right now, I'm trying to figure out like which way I'm going to go. You know what I'm saying? We got on this side, we got PBC. We got Tyrank, we got Eddie Hearn. So really, whoever give me the best deal, I've been talking and stuff like that. But really, I ain't make my decision right now. So whoever give me the best deal, that's what I'm gonna do.
You want a long-term deal, or you want
No. I'm doing short-term deal. Now I won't say super long, but not super short either. Like, basically like a short-term deal. Yeah, I ain't doing no long-term.
You still make sense. You still want that Broner fight? Because he missed his press conference today. I don't know if you know, but
he was there.
No, he didn't. He didn't show up to his press conference today.
Oh, yeah, of course. I still fight Broner. Yeah.
He's on Don King's side.
You're gonna look smash. That's what we know.
Huh?
You're gonna look smash.
Yeah.
What would you do to Don King? Because he's over at Don King right now. So.
I ain't fucking with Don King. Look, I heard about Don King, bro. I ain't fucking with Don King. That's on him with the Don King shit. But if we can make something happen, me and Broner, then we'll do it.
That's what's up, Jay. We appreciate it.
Can I get a picture?
You from New Orleans? Did you see Nate Diaz out there choking people out in the streets?
I saw that shit. I saw Nate Diaz out there choking somebody out. That shit crazy. I saw that. I was like, damn, I missed it. I missed the shit.
About Jamal Charlo, when you see him coming back.
Yeah. He here. Ball here.
What you think about him betting 10,000 to 15,000 on Ryan?
Hey, it's Vegas. That's what people do, right? Y'all.
That's
I'm thinking about. I don't know if it's too late. I'm thinking about putting some money on Ryan too. Even though I say Tank don't win, I would still put some money on Ryan just to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because Ryan got the fucking. He can do it. He can win. He got a fucking. He's good. He got power. He could definitely win. I can see him winning. But for me, I just think that he can't win. That's all. Oh yeah, that's he's a fighter, bro. He's a young. You just gotta be careful with what I'm saying and play it smart. I didn't play it smart. I started getting bored in there and I just started trying to press and trying to get knocked out. So that was my mistake.
Ryan Coleman for IFL TV. Will you become world champion at 140?
I believe so, for sure. Yeah, 140 I feel strong, I feel fast. 140 I feel.
Who would you like to face?
On the top guys. Anybody, I know a lot of people are going to call me out, so bring them all up.
Ryan, right here. The young man fight. First of all, how draining was it? How
Did it play a factor, obviously, in the body shot? And how quick do you come back? When do you plan on returning? How fast?
I plan on returning whenever I can, as soon as possible. You know, I want to get back in the gym, start working on my skills, and yeah. So whenever I'm here to fight again, I'll try to fight. So yeah, 3 months I believe it is. I'll get back to it.
Ryan, you always mentioned, no pues vamos a oír, Ryan. You always mentioned that you are really proud of your Mexican blood. Tonight, the arena at some point sounds like Mexico. What can you tell to the Mexican fans that are yelling, giving you the support?
Honestly, at that moment, I felt so proud, man. I never felt that in a fight before. You know, just between Mexico, and honestly, it warmed my heart, and I appreciate all of them that came to support. I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I try my best as a Mexican warrior, and I try to make you guys proud, and I thank you guys for supporting me in the fight. I do appreciate you.
2 more questions for Ryan Garcia.
Right back here. Early on, right here. Early on, it looked like you were jabbing up from the outside. Like you said, you weren't trying to push, maybe get aggressive on the inside. What was that like knowing that it looked like Tank was trying to get you to something? And why did you feel like necessary to take that risk and fight this match?
I just wanted to make it fun, you know, a little bit more exciting. I just again, that's my experience. I guess that's the biggest thing. I never messed up. I should have just made a miss on the outside, but at one point I just decided to say, let's start going, and then obviously that didn't work in my favor.
Ryan, questions for Ryan?
Dr. Johnson was saying, Ryan, congratulations. This was a big night for boxing. This was a tremendous promotion, and you had a lot to do with that. I thought early on in the fight, you know, in round 1 and into round 2, it was very aggressive, and the crowd was reacting to it. But when you got caught with the counter, you got knocked down, things kind of changed. What happened? Talk to us about it. And tell me about Tank's power. What did you say about it?
I just, it changed because I realized you know, I just started firing shots. You know, I could just keep playing the same game that I was playing. Jab back up, throw. But I felt like I caught him a hard shot when I pressed him to the overhand and because I did hurt him. And then I just started pressing him. Again, that's my easiest. I ran into one. It didn't hurt because it was mechanical, but knockdown to knockdown mechanical. Got right back up and we went back to the same game. You know, a little bit feedback, but it's all good. I'll learn from it.
All right, that'll do it for Ryan Garcia, ladies and gentlemen. Some round of applause as he comes to the short time. Now we are awaiting Javante Davis. Tonight of boxing in Las Vegas. And T-Mobile Arena, jam-packed crowd, really watching around the world.
This venue. Venue was dope. They did a good job. They did a good job.
Trying to get him.
You good?
Oh, okay. Now, when you feel like against different styles, you know, less aggressive guys, they seem to have to be the guys that try to box
Got a big week over, man.
Yep, another week. Another week.
Okay. I've been saying that. One of the things I said initially, I said Tank can box, he can bang, and I said more importantly, he got a good chin. You know, and this right here, when you haven't done this, you know, sometimes you get in the moment and you start playing, listening to the crowd, and you know, you just got to stay humble and focused. And I thought Tank did a terrific job tonight of just being patient. Being patient. You know, Ryan came out, he was very aggressive, and that's what you have to do, you know. Let him get it off. Let him get it off.
Who would you like to see?
12 rounds.
Ryan seemed like he was getting a little aggressive in the second round. It seemed like he thought he hurt Tank. Did you get that sense? But obviously then it switched with the Ryan getting dropped.
No, I didn't get the sense because I've been telling you guys that I said Tank has a chin.
Hey.
And again, you know, not that that's something that you want to, you know, be out there testing, but you're gonna get hit in boxing. You know, especially being an elite fighter when you're fighting other elite fighters. It's happening.
I just talked to Coach Cal, and he said that Ryan's folks talked to Barrios, so that kind of explains the aggressive type of deal. You know, thinking that the way Barrios may try to be aggressive, be aggressive with him, they tried the same thing, but apparently it didn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, they had a good game plan. They came out and he tried. I mean, he didn't sit back. He was very aggressive. But again, when you're fighting in these big fights, experience. I've been saying it all along. When you're used to fighting on this kind of stage, you know, you don't play to the crowd. You know, it's just you have to take your time, be calm, and listen to your corner, and you know, each round by round, do what you got to do.
What did Floyd say about the performance to you?
He was very pleased. He was very pleased because, again, patience. I'm going to keep on saying that word, patience. When you're a championship fighter, that's what you have to do.
Who do you want to see him in with next? Haney, Shakur?
Whoever he wants to fight.
Who do you want him to fight?
Whoever he wants to fight.
Leonard,
that's his decision.
Leonard, he often gets tagged with just being a great knockout artist, but Tank Davis tonight showed how good a boxer he is.
I've been saying that all along.
You did.
Yeah. Sean.
Yeah.
Haven't I been saying all along? You guys have not seen what a terrific boxer Tank is. And that's what I'm saying.
You did.
What's the one thing? Something else I've been saying. He's a complete fighter. You know, and that's the makeup of a complete fighter.
You also say levels.
Yeah, in this level.
Leonard, is he pound for pound the best fighter in the world right now?
You know, again, who's been saying that all along? And he does this.
Leonard, when we see him against guys trying to box more instead of trying to go get them like Ryan did tonight at Rolly, are we going to see a different style from Gervonta too in those kind of matchups?
He's able to adapt to any style. You know, and again, I told you guys that he's going to show each and every one of these fighters why he's the best. But I've been saying you can't fight them all in one night. Can't fight them all in one night.
Ryan said he wanted a rematch with him before. Do you feel like his performance warrants a rematch?
Well, when you're in the moment, you can't really, you know. I have to go back and watch the fight.
Leonard, you thought it was going to be over at the second round when Ryan touched the canvas?
Yeah,
You thought it was gonna be
honestly I did, but you know he's in terrific shape. You know, we knew Joe was going to have him in terrific shape, and he's a heck of a fighter. You know.
Did you think that Ryan could beat the count, or he wasn't? He just couldn't get up and decide to count.
Well, I ain't take the shot, so you know what I mean. It's like that was a heck of a shot.
Mind you, is La Hoya Hopkins at all?
Hello.
Do you feel a certain way that both Oscar and Hopkins are not here? Mayweather came out to be with Tank, but Oscar's gone. Hopkins is not here with Ryan. Does that tell you anything?
Don't tell me that.
Did you get a chance to talk to Oscar after the knockout? I know you said you were looking forward to seeing them if that did take place.
He was outie.
Do you have any message for Oscar?
No, none at all. Congratulations. It was a terrific promotion.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Congratulations.